Hey, welcome back to A Moment to Move. I hope you're enjoying the content. So today we are going to be moving in something that is pretty much a Vinyasa style sequence. It's going to be more breath-led and a bit more free-flowing, not so many holds, and hopefully you enjoy it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And let's get and start in child's pose. So you're going to have feet together, knees as wide as your mat, maybe a little bit wider. Come to the back of the mat. I'm just going to take a few breaths just to set the class up and feel into your body. So extend the arms out in front of you and then just drop the chest down to the ground. And just breathe. I'm going to keep my head up so you can hear me. But place your forehead on the ground and just enjoy the moment and the space that you've created for yourself. You might want to rock from side to side. You might want to come up onto your fingertips, extending the arms away from you, keep walking them further and further forward. Or you might just want to be in stillness for a brief second because it might be the first time you've had that opportunity today. So just breathe. If you can, try to use the rest of the class to just breathe through the nose. No mouth breathing, just nasal breathing. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, come up into a tabletop. From here, we're just going to warm up the wrists. So keep the fingers gently gripped into the mat, and we're just going to rock forward and back. Just pushing into the hands, just gently giving them some weight. Coming over as far as you can, maybe pausing when you get that far, then push the heel of your hand into the ground, and then rock back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have the fingertips facing towards your knees and just sit back onto the heels. Breathe. Again, you might want to pedal out the hands, letting the heels of your hands gently come up, shifting from side to side. From there, I'm just going to sit back onto the toes, stretch out the bottoms of your feet, and give the wrists a little bit of a shake. Interlace your hands. Rock from left to right, making figure 8. From here, we're going to come back into all fours. And we're going to step the right foot back, extend the left hand forward and up, and bring the right foot off the ground. Try to catch your navel to the spine, and then you're going to bring that elbow and knee together. Keep pushing into the right hand. Extend the leg and arm away from you. Go for 2. And on 3, we're going to hold. Keep pushing into that right arm. Place the left hand to the ground. Step the right foot there. And we'll gently come up into a low lunge and rock into the hips. So I'm going to place the top of my foot on the ground. I'm going to create a solid foundation with the right foot. And I'm just going to rock forward and back. I'm going to have the torso over the hips and then pushing in to the ground of your left foot. And squeezing the left glute, you'll feel a nice stretch through the thigh on the left side. Rock forward and back. Just breathe. From there, I'm going to place hands down either side of the foot, step back into that tabletop. This time we're going to step the left foot back, extend the right hand away, coming up into bird dog crunches, extend left foot, right hand, and then bring to meet. 2, 1, 2, don't collapse into that left shoulder. 3, place your right hand down, step the left foot in between, rise up, place the top of the right foot down, and just rock forward and back, squeezing the right glute. Sort of squeeze the thighs together to create a bit more stability in the hips. Rocking into that hip. Nice inhale, exhale, inhale, place the hands down, and then we're going to step back to our first downward facing dog. Extend through the hands, stink the hips up to the sky. Bring the navel to the spine. You sort of want to bring your chest towards your thighs. And just breathe. You can pivot onto the outside edges of your left foot. Bring the inner arch of your right foot down, extending through the side body, sticking the hips up to the sky. Come back to center. And again, switching over to the other side. It's something that I always like to do in my first down dog, just stretching out the body a little bit more. Come back to neutral. And we're going to swing that right leg up to the sky. Curl the knee in towards your right elbow. Up nice and high for a tighter curl, doming the upper back, pushing the ground away. Lower down to the right wrist. Hold for a brief second. As you inhale, bring up to the left elbow. As you exhale, down to the left wrist. Bring it up towards the chest. Flex the foot, step between the hands. From there, you're going to heel toe the foot to the outer edge of the mat. Extend through the fingertips towards the sky. You can drop the left knee if you choose to, or just opening up the body. From here, create enough room, a solid foundation in the left hand. Extend your right arm forward. Roll up, float that left foot up, bring it into the chest. Keep pushing the ground away from you. Bring the left foot forward and through. Contracting here on the left side body. Extend the arm and the left leg away. Slowly lower down, and from here we're just going to take a nice forward fold. So you may want to place the right foot inside the left shin, the left thigh, and just take a fold, extending, grab the outside of the left foot, and pull your chest towards the ground if you want. Just breathe into the stretch. From here, we're going to rise back up, set up that solid foundation again, so right foot down, nice and strong in the left arm. We're going to push into both of those, bringing the hips up, bring the knee to the chest, extend the right arm, left foot back, heel toe the right foot in, and then rise up into a crescent lunge. Nice high crescent lunge. So you can have the left leg straight if you choose to. I like to have a little bend, so I'm working the thigh a little bit more. You can have your hands up to the sky, to the chest, or wherever you need them to create balance. Squeeze the thighs together. Bring the heel towards the toe towards the heel. And zip up through the midline. From here, we're going to shift over our front knee, place the hands down, and we're just going to pull that right hip back, extending through the body into a long pyramid pose. And you want to pull the hip back, don't let it splay out, pull it back, and you create more tension through the back chain of the legs. From here, we're going to halfway lift up, pivot to the side, begin to take a nice bend in the left knee, lowering down for a Cossack squat or a Skandasana in yogic terms. Hold for a brief second, pushing into that left foot, rising up into your warrior two. Set up a solid foundation, have that heel to heel alignment or heel to inner arch. You want to push through the outside edge of the left foot, gaze over the right middle finger, pull the shoulder blades onto your back. Take a nice inhale, exhale, pivot the hands down to the ground, step that left foot back and slowly lower to the ground. Nice and controlled. From here, we're just going to open up the arms into a sort of T-Y situation, pull the shoulder blades onto the back and just lift the body up. 1, 2, 3. Push the hands into the ground, and we're going to pull ourselves straight through into upward facing dog. So create the foundation in your hands and in your tops of your feet. Maybe spread the feet a little bit further apart. Squeeze the glutes, push into the hands. Upward facing dog. Pull the shoulder blades onto the back. Project through the chest, nice and broad through the collarbones. Tuck the chin to the chest. Roll back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath, sigh it out. Through the nose, of course. And then bring your left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, roll forward, touch the left elbow. Keep donating the upper back, pushing the ground away from you. Exhale, down to the left wrist, hover. Inhale, up to the right tricep. Exhale, down to the right wrist, hover. Inhale to the chest, flex the foot, step between the hands. Again, start heel toe in the foot to the outside edge of the mat. Create a solid foundation in that right hand. And we're going to take that open twist. Bring the navel into the spine. Keep the toes nice and flexed. Extend through the fingertips. Push the ground away from you in your right hand. Take a breath. As you inhale, bring the left hand up overhead. Start shifting the weight forward. Toes should float up on the right side. Push into the right hand. Bend the knee. Step it through. Hold this position. Be contracting the right side body. Solid foundation. Lower down. Again, bring that left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Flex the toes on the right foot. And fold over. I'm going to grab the outside edge of your left foot. Stretch out that side body. Come back, place the right hand down. Step the left foot to the outer edge of the corner of the mat. Create a solid foundation. Push in, lift the hips up, bend the knee. Step the right foot back, coming up into your crescent lunge. Nice solid foundation. Again, nice and high. If you do want to, you can have that right knee down. I just like to have a nice bend in the knee. Squeeze the thighs together, toes to heels, heels to toes. And arms wherever you need them to be to create balance, and try to keep the torso over the hips. And keep breathing. As you inhale, shift forward. Place the hands down to the ground, and we're going to pull the left hip back into that long pyramid pose. Take a nice inhale as you lengthen through the body. You might want to have a nice micro bend in the left knee, so you're not hyperextending it. Inhale, extend through the body. As you exhale, pivot round. We're going to come down to the back of the mat, into that Skandasana. Into the right hip, flex the right left toes, create a balancing foundation with your arms to counterbalance, and we're going to push up into that hip, extending into our warrior two. Push into the outer edge of the right foot, try to get the knee going straight over the toes. You don't want the knee collapsing in, you want to keep opening that hip away, away, as they say. Extend through the fingertips. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, maybe a little bit lower. Inhale, and as you exhale, pivot the hands to the top of the mat. Step the left foot back and slowly lower down to the mat. This time we're going to extend the arms along your sides. And we're going to lift everything up at the same time. So you want to pull the shoulder blades onto the back, pull the chest up, arms up, float, squeeze the glutes, push the hips into the ground, and lower back down. 1, 2, and on 3 we'll hold. 3. Pull the shoulder blades down your back, squeeze those glutes, make sure the legs are engaged. Release down, place the hands under your shoulders. Come up onto the tops of your feet, and we're going to pull the chest through again. straight into up dog. Squeeze the glutes at the feet as separated as you need to create as much room as you need in your lower back. From here, we'll tuck the chin to the chest, roll over the toes, sink the hips up high to the sky, coming back to downward facing dog. From here, we're just going to place the knees to the ground, extend the arms out in front of you for puppy pose. So we're going to keep the hips stacked over the knees, and you're going to lower the chest down to the ground. You might want to come up onto your fingertips to get a bigger, deeper stretch through the shoulders. I like to bring the shoulder blades onto the back and pull them down, so you're sort of opening and closing is how I sort of see it. So you're doming the upper back, closing the upper back. This gives a nice stretch through the triceps. And relax. From here, we're simply going to walk the feet out in front of you. Take a nice forward fold. So as you inhale, you reach your arms up. Exhale, flex the feet, grab the outer edges of the feet, and fold over and down. Actively pull the elbows to the ground. And breathe. Chuck the chin to the chest to create a deeper stretch through the back line. Roll up to seated. And we're going to come into corpse pose, so bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat, and then just slowly lower your body down, nice and slow. Let the feet splay open. Bring your hands down by your side, palms facing up, and relax in corpse pose. I'm going to come back up to seated. I invite you to stay as long as you need in your corpse pose. As the channel suggests, I'm only looking for a moment for you to move, so you can take as long as you choose to spend there. If not, you can come up, take a few deep breaths, and go on with the rest of your day. So if you enjoyed this sort of style class, please leave a comment in the section below, and yeah, I'll try and create more content like this. And apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed the class. I hope you enjoy your day, and thank you for spending time at A Moment to Move.